All right, today's project, we're going to work on the kids' snowmobile. We bought this for them last winter and they've had a lot of fun with it. It's actually a pretty stout machine. I've driven it around, I've driven it through some pretty deep snow. Pretty good machine for running traps or ice fishing or whatever, and the kids run around the house with it. It doesn't go too fast, so it's not too dangerous for them. Perfect beginner's machine, or ice fishing and all that fun stuff. Snow Leopard, made by Teo. Cheap Chinese machine. Works great. The only problem is it has to live in the garage because it doesn't like to start when it's cold. So we're going to try to fix that problem today. Under here, with that tiny little battery. And we're going to put a bigger one in. Put that guy in there. See if that helps. Put it right where that owner's manual's at. And I'll take you guys along for the journey. We'll see how it goes. Alright, I got the plastic piece off. And here's the battery. And as you can see, it doesn't fit. It hits those little tabs. So, you gotta cut those off. Alright, got those tabs cut off of there. Battery fits in there. Now we're going to put the plastic back on there and figure out where to cut that. We're going to have to make some type of brackets on that aluminum plate down there to hold it in place so it doesn't rattle around and wind up arcing out. But do the plastic first. Alright, so got a hole cut in there. That's garbage. Let's see how it fits. There we go. That's what it's going to look like. Now I just have to figure out how to secure it to that aluminum plate down there. So I'm going to draw some marks on here where it needs to be. Let's see if we can show you that. Okay, so there's the marks. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some scrap angle iron and bolt it to that aluminum plate to make a support for the battery. Look through scrap metal pile over there, see if we can find something that works. That piece sticking out looks like it might. Always got to have scrap around for projects like this. Alright, got chunks of angle iron cut, holes drilled in it. Now I just got to drill holes in the aluminum plate and bolt it on. Wire up, we should be good to go. Alright, I got one bolt in each piece. Put a bolt in, snugged it up, just so when I drill the second hole I know it's in the right spot. Get the second ones drilled in and get them tightened down and see how it fits. Alright, got them all bolted in. I think it's the only thing on this thing that's got standard bolts in it. Use 1/4 inch bolts. Anyway, let's put the plastic on and see how it all fits. Alright, put the plastic back in, put the battery in place. It's a little loose, but that's okay. I'd rather have it a little loose than not fit in there. So that'll work. Now we just have to extend the wires and get it hooked up. Okay, so I figured out what needs to be done with the wiring here. The ground wire is long enough, but the positive one was not, so I had this laying around, so I'll use that. But I do not have a crimp that's big enough, so to finish this project we need to run to the local hardware store. So this project's gonna have to wait till tomorrow. Alright guys, it's the next day. I went to the hardware store. I went to L&M today. Picked up some of those yellow butt connectors, the next size up from what I had. and that worked. So I got that on there, crimped on there. And I know that probably should use heat tape, but I'm going to use electrical tape. All right, there it is, finished product. Had it on the charger overnight. Got one of these wired into it. That was actually wired in from where I got it from. That's where I bought it from, EcoFun Motorsports. They wired in the charger on the small little battery that was in it. The battery I just pulled out was actually the second battery this thing's had in it. The first one didn't make it through the summer. So we're going to put the seat back on. All right, got it all back together. Let's give it a try here. All right, so it worked. The real test will be when we park it outside in the cold and see if it starts. If you like this video, we'll be making all kinds of random ones like this. Like and subscribe.